Guys, it's no news that Davido is shutting down a lot of platforms right now with the newly released 5 album. That is actually massive. A lot of people, especially Nigerians, Africans, they are really responding to this at a time like this. We got the likes of Flavor and a lot of others, Cubana Chief Priest, many other persons really responding to this and helping to spread the good news, just like Globalcom. I told you that a lot of these artists, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Rema, Davido, they have their own audience. That is something I told you. When it comes to African sounds and the rest, Davido is attuned with a lot of persons based on the interactions I've actually had with a lot of persons. But right now, Davido has really dropped an album which is well anticipated by a lot of people. Do you think that that album is a flop? But this album is doing a lot of numbers. Davido was able to seat this album on Apple top songs chart in Nigeria, 17 of them. That is actually massive. Within few hours of being released, Davido was everywhere, charting on global, platforms, even UK. That was really massive. But right now, a lot of people are saying that, yes, let's check the intensity and let's check the sustainability of this ranking on this platform. But as we speak right now, Davido's album is on number 1, and Wizkid has actually resurfaced with his Mariah's album on number 2 on this particular Apple chart album and Nigerian platforms, and a lot of people are really talking about that. Davido has dominated the chart with his new album, No Space for Any Other Artist. That is what the headlines are saying, and Davido has taken over, and we have to really acknowledge this and talk about this in a recent time. But some people are trying to actually respond to most of the lines, lyrics, and the songs in that album. Somebody wrote, "Who write this song give Davido self? He not even change anything. Davido, I beg now." That is, in response to a particular song where Davido said, "Start all the way from Face Me, I Face You." Now, a lot of people are saying, Davido, when you can't stay face me, I face you. Yes, that could be a lot of things. That could be a lot of stories, and that could mean a lot of things. When some people talk about face me, I face you, it means their humble beginning. While some other persons could be speaking to the story of a lot of others. That is something I feel about all of this. And some people are saying that, Davido, if to say now Wizkid and Burna Boy sing am, we for accept. And I think that is one of the things a lot of people don't really love about Davido, and that is why they hate Davido. They feel that he's faking his life, trying to make the street accept him and all those kind of things. That could be humble beginning for Davido. That could be somebody's story that is being told by Davido. And now this person said, "Bro, David took a pic with the Real Madrid players and they won the UCL and La Liga. Burna Boy did the same. Now they might end up trophyless." Bro, oil dey one head. One na anointing oil, the other na baby oil. Why do you people keep saying this? That is something I don't really like about all of this. Person not the doing your own thing without getting this kind of bashing from you guys. This is kind of bullies to an extent, but all the same, these guys are respected artists, and I think they are globally known. And now we got Davido's 5 album, which rise to number 1 and plus 13 on UK Apple Music top charts. 5 album debuted at number 43 on US Apple Music top charts. Davido is everywhere. That is something I got to understand about all of this. And somebody has actually responded also to Davido's lyrics in that, and saying that last Adeleke will use Osun State money to build Atlanta, Georgia. What a pity for people of Osun State. And then Davido responded and said, "We have had 4 mansions in Atlanta since 1994. Adeleke not be small person." That is something you guys need to understand. You should try and then dive into history and get to understand. Davido's grandfather was among the people that actually, kind of made the blueprints of Banana Island, and they were paid over $500 million as at then. So you can now imagine that this family has been rich for a very long time. That is what it is for Davido and a whole lot of persons out there. Guys, as we also speak right now, Davido got a new £150,000, chain at David Louis Jewelry in London. That is actually massive. Let's catch a glimpse of that video so that we get to understand that these guys are not playing.
If you guys you can afford it, for real, hope you guys £150,000. Say no more. On my neck, on my neck, on my neck. Big shit. You can't touch it.
Guys, what can you make out of this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section. We got a lot actually coming up, and I think Davido is really occupying everywhere with his 5 album that is actually topping songs chart with a lot of energy. That is something. Clean sweep. That is what we are really getting from, the camp of Davido. And this is really a response to new songs. That is something I feel, because I don't start measuring the kind of impact of songs, just immediately is being dropped, because there's what they call, release effect on songs, and that could actually impact on Davido's kind of impact on chart. That is one thing we need to understand. So let's look at the weeks on the impact on weeks. That is another thing we have to look at at a point like this. What are your own takes about this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeat Blog.
If you guys you can afford it, for real, hope you guys £150,000. Say no more. On my neck, on my neck, on my neck. Big shit. You can't touch it. If you ain't get it, you can't afford it. Let's see. This is for OBO. Now take me, let me put it on for you. Let's put it on for you. Your body they hot, madness. You want to open up. Let it open up. This man to get money.